A quick update on some new Hornby items that have just been released in both 00 scale and TT120. Always interesting to see what the market leader here in the UK has on offer, so let's get into what's been announced. Let's start off with TT120 because Hornby have announced two new variations of their Duchess class of 462 locomotive. Two new variations available, and the first is this one, Duchess of Montrose number 46232. Both are DCC with sound as per all the Duchess class locomotives and features the same high level of detail. This one is in BR green with the early crest on the tender and comes in at an RRP of $222.99. But of course it's already being discounted by 10% from the normal retailers. The other version is Duchess of Abercorn number 46234 and is unsurprisingly exactly the same in terms of spec as the last one. Prices are the same too. On to 00 now, and it's the age-old Class 47 with two new liveries. This model has been around for far too long, I think, and has far too many livery options. Surely they must be running out of liveries by now. Anyway, two new ones here in the Railroad Plus range, starting with this D1683 in the two-tone green colour scheme of early BR. This is a DC model and features an 8-pin DCC socket and a fair degree of detail considering it's in the Railroad range. Coming in at $96.99, discounts are also available. This livery is also offered as a digital DCC with sound version, this time with a 21-pin chip installed as well as a speaker. More expensive obviously, now at $119.99, but this is really quite a good price for a digital sound fitted loco in 00 gauge. The other colour variation is also green, but much more modern in the form of 47522 Doncaster Enterprise. This one comes in analog DC only, but with the same features. I quite like this livery, and it actually comes in at £2 cheaper RRP than the previous analog model. Very weird pricing from Hornby. Now to steam, as we're offered this new version of the Lord Nelson 460 class steam locomotive. This one is number 30852 Sir Walter Raleigh in the British Rail early emblem green livery. Not a bad looking loco this one, and being offered only in analog DC here. But it does have an RRP price of $205.99. But again, discounts are available. Our final locomotive announcement is the age-old 210 9F class, this time in the form of 92203 Black Prince. This was announced before, but pre-orders are now being accepted. It's finished in this plain black livery with the later BR crest. It features a 21-pin DCC interface as well as a 5-pole skew-wound motor. Not a model I like personally, but if you're interested then the RRP for this is $249.99, which also doubly puts me off. On to rolling stock now, and we have a range of Mark III coaches in the GNER livery and across the 8 variations. These coaches have been around for a while and look pretty good. For example, there's some really nice details around the bogies. Yeah, aside from the livery, this is nothing new. Handy if you're modelling the GNER though. Prices are the same no matter which variation you're going for, coming in at an RRP of $44.99. Bear in mind, for the whole set you're looking at $359.92 just on coaches. Wow. On to wagons now, and it's the good old TTA tank wagons, and Hornby are offering these in 3 packs, with 3 variations. First, it's the total livery grey ones, and as with all 3 packs, you get different numbers on the tankers. These are priced at $109.99, which is the same RRP for the other 2 as well. Next we have the YGB so-called Sea Cow hopper wagons. These are quite good looking hopper wagons and come in 3 different liveries. I especially like this blue one with its highly detailed axles, but all 3 have good application of livery and are very interesting wagons. Prices are a reasonable $37.49 RRP with discounts available. Very similar, Hornby have also released these YGH Sea Lion hoppers too, and again in 3 liveries, also priced at $37.49 each. Both the Sea Lion and the Sea Cow hopper wagons will give lots of interest, and there is a lot of variety as well. Finally, all on its own is this new livery of the HAA merry-go-round hopper wagon, this time in BR Rail Freight livery, and a really decent price of just $19.99 each. Okay, it's been out for a while, but I think this price is fair enough. 2 vans next, with this one the 45-ton VDA van in the Railroad range. This BR Rail Freight livery has been applied really well, however this is a really old wagon now which doesn't have basic things like NEM pockets, and it comes in at $23.99 RRP, I'd recommend if you want this wagon, just get a second-hand one, which you should be able to pick up for a lot less than this. Also in this new rail freight livery is this VIX ferry van, which again is a very old model with non-NEM couplings. There's some interesting ideas here with the livery showing some patchwork and repairs, which is kind of cool, but again it's an old model that's being re-released in this livery and at an RRP of $25.99. So quite a lot of new stuff, or at least new livery stuff from Hornby, but I feel nothing earth-shattering and it's a little boring, I think. Favourite has to be the YGB Sea Cow hopper wagon in this blue livery, but that's just what I think. What's your favourite here? And is there anything here that you'll be buying? Let me know in the comments, and as always, just to wrap up, I'll say I'm not associated with or make any money from Hornby to do this video. I hope you liked it though, give it a thumbs up if you did, and I'll see you on the next one. See ya!